guys having a good morning? Welcome, welcome. I don't normally stream on the weekends because often we're having work done to the house on the weekends. And honestly, today is no exception. It's going to be kind of loud here today. So I've got loud OST to go with our loud background noises. Also, Sleeves, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. Let me change screen really quickly. Oh, my scenes have changed order. I don't know why that's happened, but welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Apologize for taking yesterday off. I was just not. I woke up and I was like, nah, it's not happening, not today. But we can come back today at least and do an extra stream on the weekend. I'm not able to do many weekend streams at the moment, but hopefully at some point I will be able to. Just not so much right now because, well, you'll probably see during the stream why I don't normally stream during the weekends. If there's like sanding and drilling and floorboards and stuff like that going down, it's very loud. But hopefully it will go nicely into the background beautiful noises of doom. That's the plan. the lovely more mechanical industrial sounding tunes will subtly hide the industrial sounds happening in the rest of the house. Also, Matt, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. The other thing, I have more fabric here. It's kind of hidden by you guys, actually. Let me see if I can show you because it's kind of funny. Is it this one? Yeah, it's both of these, actually. Look at my hecking tower. These are my boxes of fabric that we packed before we left. I keep finding that I need something else, and so we keep getting more and more of a tower, and this is where it's at right now. It's kind of something. Let me put those back up again. Let me get this back up. There you go. Vile, Jelly on a weekend. Hi, Vile. How was your stream? I hope it was good. Excuse me. Did craft supplies down? Yeah, it's like right next to me. It's kind of subtle, but it's here. There's loads of crafts. Also, if you want to see what we did last week, or last stream, I suppose, here they are. Here's my molded head. Now, this will actually end up being the mouth. The eyes go much higher up on the head. But yeah, here is my molded mouth mask. We're going to be trying to get the rest of the cotton, the pattern, like, not necessarily made, but with plans so that I can cut them out off stream. The reason is they're going to be quite large pieces and I just can't imagine this room being big enough for most of them. So the plan today is to get all of the maths done so that we have a really good start to a costume. Yeah. Cards supplies down. Yeah. Oh, good morning from holiday, Devin. Cthulhu, welcome on in. I hope your holiday is going well. Astronaut. Yeah, that is kind of the vibe right now. It's kind of astronauty, but this will be mouth, and you just have to imagine there's going to be really big teeth coming out of here. It was got a little kit finished up and made a bit more progress on another project. Heck yeah. Very nice, Val. Very nice. Yeah, for those who don't know, actually for everyone in chat, Cthulhu would normally stream more fiber crafts. They are looking to make or paper crafts as well. They're looking to make a cosplay for TwitchCon next year. So if you have an interest in what's happening here, definitely check out Cthulhu. And Vile is another maker and crafter on Twitch as well, where they mod. I want to say they mod Nerf guns, but they do have modded other things previously as well. They 3D print their own parts and they do all the modifications to make newer guns. It's very hecking cool. Astronauty. Very. Also, Kiwi, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. We'll go back to this. This morning, I actually ordered all of the material, thread, paints, and stuff like that I'll need for this costume. And I did it in one order, and I prefer to try and do it in one order because it tends to mean that I spend less if I get it all done at the beginning. So now I have all of the beads that I need for the costume. I have all of the fabrics on the way, as well as some of the paints and extra things. There's 4 main fabrics for this costume. You have the red underneath muscle structure of the molded, and then you have the browny black exoskeleton. It's mainly going to look black. I will be darkening a lot of the red up, but I do want pops of red for the lights underneath. That's the only thing I still need to buy, unfortunately, but I can get by on that for a while. And then I've got the bodysuit material and the white overlay material. So I've got all of that on the way now. Yes. And good, the pirate treasure was found. Not in the place I thought. Oh, did you find it or did somebody else find it? And also, are they going to do any more events like that in the future? Because it sounded really hecking cool. I'm trying to think if there's any other updates. We have fabric on the way. I am going to be making the molded first. So for Zoe, we need some extra bits and bobs that are just going to take a little bit longer to get hold of. So I think, well, we need to make both of them, so why not start on the molded? The molded is pretty hard. I hope they do. Somebody else found it. Got to go for a hike along the west coast. That is true, to be fair. Like, regardless of whether you find the treasure or not, you have a nice day, I assume. I wish they did something like that over here. It'd probably become, like, terrifyingly busy very quickly. But, that'd be so fun. I used to love doing that kind of thing when I was little. Like, not like there was an actual hunt going, but I lived along the south coast of England and across from the Isle of Wight, which is known for fossils. So I used to go around beachcombing looking for fossils and stuff like that, and I had such a good time. Mainly I just found lots of cuttlefish, but I really enjoyed looking for fossils. Oh dear. Gopher sent me a custom tool and it's so good. Wait, what does it do? Let's say Nick, welcome on in. Look at our bean. Look at him. He's so happy. He's such a happy bean. He does look like a little Among Us bean without the legs, but we'll get there. He will not forever be Among Us bean. Oh dear. So today, I will actually move your camera because we're going to be doing a lot of drawing today. It will be planning, but it's going to be basically getting the pattern pieces out and making some decisions on the measurements that we want to start with. They won't necessarily be our final measurements, but they're going to be what we base everything off of. I do need to credit another pattern maker here because I'm not using their pattern, but I am using their pattern to inspire me heavily, and it's a really good pattern. I will link it when I post a picture of this because better to link. And they did say if you use it at all, you're welcome to link me and I'll share it. And I was like, if you want to, because it is only very loosely based on your pattern, and I don't want it to be a detriment because they've done a very tight bodysuit for costumes, whereas I need a very loose bodysuit, and I also need it to be pretty for them they've got boobs built into it, right, which is the opposite of what I want. I don't want mine to accentuate any of my female parts. It's got to be smooth. So I will be changing it quite a lot, and I won't actually be basing it on the pattern as much as the shapes, but that being said, it's a fantastic pattern and I would highly recommend it to anyone looking to make a tight bodysuit. If you're using a stretch fabric, which is why it's not been very, why I can't just use it. It's a pair of custom ground nippers, and it cuts plastic extremely. Okay. I was like, what is a nipper? That does sound a little TOS style, but no, heck, that sounds really good. Let me switch you into top down. Back to this book. It is a bit zoomed in. Actually, what I can do. 2 seconds, professional streamer. If I get this loaded, sometimes it does make the camera a little bit better. There you go. Hopefully that gets the settings all bumped in. It's still kind of blurry. That's all right. We gave it a good shot. It's just because I want it zoomed in because that's what we're going to be specifically working at today. So I'm going to be looking to basically getting this exosuit done. I don't know if I'll design it a bit later on, because this is all more of the design moves. It's kind of similar, but it's not quite. Also, this is what I mean about the mouth being really high up on the head. Look at it. Oh, dear. You posted the Discord. Oh, sick. Let's have a look-see. In live stream chat, I'm assuming. Ooh. Oh, that is cool. I don't think I'd ever seen a tool like that. That's very cool, though. Heck yeah. Why not? Why not? So we're going to be looking at today, probably around here would be good, because this is where we're starting to get into more of the gritty details of the costume. This is what we're making, and actually this specifically is kind of what we'll be looking to do the design for today, but we're going to be doing it with my measurements in mind. So I did have a tape measure, which I might have smothered with something else. 2 seconds, I'm going to have to find it. Oh no, there it is. What I'll be doing is measuring what my, for instance, thigh circumference, things like that, and then adding quite a lot extra and using the basic shapes of the bodysuit pattern that I've seen online to get that. So the reason I liked it is it keeps the feet included in it, and I'm like, I need that. It does have a hand thing, which is not very useful to me, but the shape seemed like for the majority of the body would be really good. There's my tape measure. So I will draw up the basic idea for the pattern, and then we will start doing some measurements and getting all of that sorted. Oh dear. He's customized it so it's flush of a cut as possible. Oh, heck yeah. Right, the concept art, thank you. I am really enjoying this costume. I haven't even started sewing it yet, and I'm just like, yes. But I think that's a good sign, because I'm going to be working on it for a full year, basically. Not quite, but close to a full year. So I want it to be something that I really, really like. I'm most nervous, I'd say, about the costume change elements, but I think I could do it. Add to YouTube stream elements. Oh, so Smitty, do you get Disney Plus in your country? We do, yeah. I think we have Disney Plus right now. I think. I'd have to check. I don't really watch television, so I don't know. But, like, I'm pretty sure we have Disney Plus right now. Also, our television isn't set up. Our television is in, like, a box in the garage or something. So, yeah. There we go. I got coffee today. Normally I'm a tea drinker, but I'm trying to get my energy back. I like that it just says measure self in the top corner. Can you see that? At some point past me was like, you're going to have to measure yourself. Measure self. What I'll do is I'll draw what will probably end up being the main pattern part. So the thing that I really like, again, I will link this pattern because while it's not going to be very useful for making this costume unless you, I guess I could just upload my pattern, but it's really good if you want to make a tight bodysuit. Not what I want, but the shapes are really good and it keeps it really simple. And it has the seam up the inside of the leg, which is perfect for me. That's exactly what I needed. It's an app. I know what Disney Plus is. Do not be concerned, for I am aware. It's just, I don't watch anything. Oh dear. So what it will be, I'm going to draw the basic and then we'll start adding to it. So sewn up the front, sewn up the side, measure self. I'm the same, watch nothing. I watch Twitch streams. Speaking of Twitch streams, if anyone wants to go send some love, Ive, welcome on in. If anyone wants to go send some love to one of my mods, they are doing their second 24-hour stream now, which is kind of insane. If you have ever done a stream before, you'll know how difficult it is to do consistent 24-hour streams. It's very tiring. They're doing their second one right now. So if you want to go send them any support, they're live right now. Last weekend, I had them playing out, and we had builders around. And I mentioned to Dem, so apparently Dem kept being like, and Jelly, how are you doing? And Jelly was downstairs ripping nails out of boards, could not hear anything. So Deb was just making weird references to my channel, to the builders. Not to me. I wasn't there. I wasn't there until about 7 in the evening, because I spent most of the day just ripping boards out. But I had to do that outside, you know? Oh my god. I don't know how well they would have heard over the sound of laying floorboards and stuff anyway, because I wasn't there. Measure self, assess self, comes to terms with self, practices mindfulness. Exactly. That's what this costume's all about. Oh dear. Oh, Sarah, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Welcome. And Minimal, you're supposed to wear black. Oh, actually, I should make a little thing about this. I am asking people not to continuously bring the Queen up in my streams, not because I have any particular feelings towards the royal family, but because I am actually in grieving for my own family right now. Not something I really want to go into detail about. Unfortunately, a few of you already know, because at least with somebody we found out midstream, and it wasn't something that I could really control very well. But the majority of the time, keep that shit out of my chat. Keep it out. Not interested. Don't want it in here. I think a lot of people, I get it, you're joking, you're having a fun time about it, but I literally just lost some people. Give me some time to not talk about death. Yeah, that's what I'm asking, just out of respect. Cosplay math. I know, Sarah. I know. Actually, I could just get, maybe I'll just get the, that was a sad stream. That is the worst stream that I've ever actually done. Actually, the worst stream and probably I'll ever do. I mean, finding out, that was my granddad. Finding out that he died midway through stream was awful, honestly. I'd never wish that on anyone. And I am just for like a respect thing. There you go. If anyone is curious, that is what I'm just gonna post, that status. And then you can read. I think it explains my point of view pretty damn heckin' good. Ah, dear. I love the loading emote. Oh my god! I didn't even notice, but that is heckin' cute. Heckin' cute. Ah, dear. Only jellyfish queen to be. Ah, thank you, Lulu, but no. Whoever that heckin' cat is, that's the queen. Like, do you see that crown? I can't take that. Oh, dude, this is a good emote. That is a good emote. Anything with fire around it is a good emote. I think I have 2 fiery emotes right now, and you know what? They are good. They are good. Oh, dear. Right, let's get this pattern in here. So basically, the way that these bodysuit patterns go, it's like down the center of leg. Oh my god, is that another little fiery emote? Heck yeah. And then they keep the shoulder bit pretty separate, which will be really good for me since I need really big overblown. Oh my god! Wait, now I have to show off my fiery emotes. Dakota, welcome on in. I got this one from Otterly. I know I have one from Bateman. Do I have any other secret ones? Oh, I have Callius's On Fire Rage. I have... Oh, also, Minimal, kind of fuck off with that. When someone's just, like, experienced death, maybe joking about death is a bit fucked, honestly. There we go. And... Oh, I had this one as... Actually, wait, is that... No. It's not emoted. I've got a few just straight fires. There you go. Those are the ones that I have. Jelly fire? Oh my god, sleeves. Wait, he's so smug. That is like such a good combination actually of smug and fire. I can only see Jelly Peak. Can I see Jelly Peak? Because I couldn't see it last time either. Wait, where is it? Oh god. Maybe we'll keep Jelly Peak intensifies because Jelly Peak, it kind of just looks like I've wrapped in a scarf. Dem did a good job with those though. Again, if you want to send any love to Dem, they are live right now. Okay, so this is kind of how it goes. Up at the top, and then it goes straight into the back panel. Now, the one that I am kind of keeping as inspiration has the back panel in 2 pieces, again, just to accentuate the curves. Because I don't want to do that, I won't be doing it like that, but I probably will keep some of these basic shapes and have it going into like a V. But rather than, you know, only going part the way up, go the whole way up. And so very roughly, it's gonna be this kind of shape. The thing is, we have to make everything a bit bigger. I was on mobile. Oh, can you not see better Twitch television? I swear. Every single stream, we're like, mobile users get screwed more and more. There we go. So be like that. Actually, I think probably there'd be a little, yeah, on that side as well, just to signify where the end of the leg is and help move into the body part of it. It'd probably be something a bit more like that. So I had to like thicken it up a little bit so you could actually see it on stream. It would get cut if it was being doubled over along that line, but I'm not going to be doubling it. Actually, no, I will, but I'll be doing it along the back. So I have to make sure the back is straight, actually. Because yeah, I will be doubling it, like folding the fabric and cutting along the fold, but I will be cutting along the fold on the back because I want it to open at the front. Again, quick change, dramatic, right? There we go. Yeah, I think that's about right. The only thing I'm a little unsure about is the shape here, but again, we can do a practice, see how we feel about it once we've got all the measurements. Right, Ozzy, welcome in. We're doing well. Yeah, the peak intensifies. no leg tear costume changes, but actually yes, leg tear costume changes, because I want it to tear up the inside of my leg, but rather than tear, it will be zipped, and that should be something that I can work from the inside. Like, that's how big I want it. I want it big enough that I can move my hands on the inside around my stomach and people on the outside not be able to see it. So it does need to be quite bulky. Speaking of that, let's start getting some measurements. What I'm gonna do is just take probably the largest measurement and then make it bigger from that. Because, like, for instance, if I took hips, waist, bust, it will end up being like a female hourglass kind of shape, and I don't actually want that. I want it to be just belly, you know? So taking the biggest measurements, probably the best call here, which I will find out what that is. It'll either be my hips or my bust. The Body Works in Amsterdam says it's my legs. Honestly, screw you, Body Works in Amsterdam. Did I tell you guys about this? You can do the Body Works, and at the end of it there's a machine where you can stand on it and it will tell you like how in proportion your body is and like where you're holding fat and stuff like that. It told me I had fat legs. And I have not forgiven it. I will never forgive it. How could it? How could it? Right. We'll do it in centimeters because I work better in centimeters. Okay, so I think it's gonna be that, to be honest. Yeah, okay. 95 is the bigger of the two. Judgmental hecking machine, I know, right? I came for my health, and I guess that kind of is telling my health, but oi. Right, so we're gonna be looking at 95 as the largest. No, I don't actually want that. I do want it to be a fair bit bigger. Because the costume underneath, although it is going to be skin tight, it's going to have a lot of 3D protruding bits, so I can't have it like only just over it. It has to be out a little bit, and it makes more sense with the head we've already done as well. So if we say added like, do you think an extra 20 centimeters is too much? I think 20 centimeters might be a good start though. So then it'd be 115. Around the majority of here. I think that might be good, because that is only 10 centimeters a side, and that would actually be only 5 centimeters each side here for the extra 10 centimeters, which is not that big. Now that I think about it, that's only like that big. But I can't have it be huge, 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 huge. Also, Danny, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. And we're trying to math a pattern right now. The other thing that I will be doing is having my big old shoulders and my arms. The arms we will do in a minute, but they will be kind of similar to the legs, but with the little bit at the top of it, like that. There you go. So that it fits well into the rest of the costume. That's the bit that I did wrong on the other bodysuit as well. I had it like too flat at the top, whereas for the shoulder you need like that kind of rounded shape. And that's okay, I fixed it now, so it shouldn't be quite so bad. The other thing, the arm, is going to have a hand attached to it, but we'll probably do that separately. The hand's going to be tricky. The machine probably said I have a large butt. Yeah, for me it went down, and it was just like, average, fat. I was like, are they? I don't know. I don't think they're that bad. Oh dear. Goddamn machine. Hey, make a question. How do you attach the 3D prints to the how do you attach 3D prints to the material? Okay, so if you haven't looked this up before, Matt, I highly recommend doing it a little Google, 3D printing into fabric. The way that you do it is you use like a net fabric. So you do the first couple of layers of the 3D print, and then place a net fabric over your bed and clip it in, and then continue the print. And because the net fabric has lots and lots of holes in it, the 3D print filament will melt through the holes and attach to the layer underneath and basically create a really, really strong bond. If you haven't seen it in action, have a little look, because it is so, so cool. And it's really easy to do as well. It just takes a bit of finessing, I think, as with any 3D printing. Yes, it's really heckin' good. Look up specifically Shory Designs. Yeah, they do some really, really nice ones. Recently, I think they posted a really lovely like scale one in like iridescent. It was beautiful. Oh dear. I'm okay, so I just got the 6 a bit tired. Oh bless you. I hope you start to like get into the swing of things soon then, Danny. Generally, you wouldn't want your hands to be attached to your arms. I would want it, yes, but my hands for the molded are actually, so the wrist joint is the hand, and then the hand goes a little bit further. So the arms of the molded are unproportionally long, or inproportionally long. Yeah. He was the first that really did that, and they make some really good stuff. Just make sure your netting is natural, non-melty material. Made that mistake, yeah. If it's going to be really hot, you don't want to melt your mesh. Okay, wow, so you need to add backing material like you do with embroidery fabric. No interfacing, because interfacing will melt as well. You just need like a good strong net. A good strong net will do you just fine. Yes. The recent updated scales print on fabric. Oh, so good, so good. At YouTube stream elements. Disproportionate. They are disproportionate. They are like really long. So my arms will probably reach quite a bit lower than my knees once the hands are attached. So yeah, my arms will be really long. Really, really long. Also, nice to see you. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. File, thank you. Actually, I want to look at it too. Every time I look at it, I feel so inspired. Oh, they're so cool. Honestly, the scales are just too cool. They're just too cool. I love it. Wait, I want to see I want to see 3D printing on fabric. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's so nice. It's so satisfying. I really like it. I think it's so cool. I'm sure more and more cosplayers will start to use stuff like this because it is just sick. Oh, okay. Stop. Go ahead and go over the top of this, but it's so nice. Would recommend anyone to look at it. Do you have 8 arms? Yeah, basically. Maths on a Saturday? No, thank you. You know what? I actually feel pretty geared up to do maths today. The only thing is we're going to have the feet attached, but I might have to do that as a separate pattern because I don't know how big the feet are going to have to be yet. But if I can get to the end of the legs, I can add them as boots later, I think. Specifically about printing on fabric. Yes! I'm good. Super snuggly day off this morning. Oh, lovely. Very, very nice. We're trying to math out a pattern. So I want a very bulky bodysuit. It's going to be 2 layers of thick and there's going to be a lot of wadding in it. So I'm going to have to make it quite large with the wadding included, bear in mind, and then going over the top of a quite detailed bodysuit so that I can still move my arms around here without like scratching myself. Oh dear. Did you look that up now? Or no, I mentioned it. I've been following them on Twitter. Like, I think when you mentioned it months ago, I've been following them on Twitter since then. Like hexagonal pyramids, looks like Crystal Grove. Isn't it cool? Dear, is this the one from Duct Tape? It will be the same costume from Duct Tape, but that's just the head, whereas I need, like, obviously the rest of the body as well. So it's the same part of the costume, yeah. We're thinking at the moment to add 20 centimeters in total at the widest point of my body here, which is 95 centimeters. So we'll go up to 115 centimeters the whole way around, but keeping it pretty. I might go out a little bit bigger for the stomach because when I look at the molded, I don't know if it goes in or out for the stomach actually. Let's see if I can get the image up. Which image is it? It's one of them. It's one of yours. Is it not image 5, is it? Actually, wait a second. I can find out if I go on to Sewing Facecam because I put it on here. Is it image 2? Yes, it's image 2. Let me add image 2 into here as well because I kind of need it right now. There we go. That's it. So actually it goes in at the stomach. So maybe I do need to have it some curves as well because it needs to go out for the ribs and the shoulders and stuff like that. That needs to be quite bulky, but it actually goes in for the stomach. All right. That's the case. If that's the case, we can probably do it. I do need to do a quick, wait a second, I'll do this sitting down, which is probably not the best way of doing it, but like length from crotch point to neck. A very important measurement. Ugh. Just to get an idea, it's, oh, I thought it was 99, it's 66. That's not as interesting. Actually though, if it's going out and in, Let's do 65. We might need to make that bigger, but for a start, 65. Duct tape. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, I remember the first time you talked about doing Zoe, and that's why I asked. Yeah, I've been following them ever since. It was one of yes. Ah, dear. How easy, hard will this cosplay to get in and out of for bathroom breaks? So hard. It's going to be a bodysuit, which means I will need to strip completely naked, but not hard to do. Like, it would be a zip down the back, so as long as maybe somebody starts me on the zip, I can go the rest of the way myself. It'd be about as difficult as changing out of any jumpsuit, I'd say, but it won't be more difficult than a regular jumpsuit. It's just like, jumpsuits are not the easiest to get in and out of, and you do have to strip to go to the toilet. So it'll be like that. But comparatively to Mateus, which was really heavy and had lots of layers, it will be a lot easier than that. Easier than Mateus. Let's do 69. Nice. He did a proper crotch like a baby. Yeah, I could do a proper crotch like a baby, but I think it won't work in this one. So the bodysuit, I see if I get a picture of that one up actually. I might already have it. Yeah. Oh, this is one image of Zoe. I wonder if this one actually shows it though. No, it doesn't. Do we have any other images of Zoe I could switch to quickly? Just one with the crotch involved, and you'll see kind of the dilemma. So basically Zoe's bottom half, it is almost dress-like. Maybe this one will do. Yeah, so do you see like there's almost like ribbons going across the legs there? It's not super clear. I do have a better image of this somewhere, but yeah, it's kind of her thighs are attached together, kind of like a dress, like there is attaching pieces going across them.
Your super shotgun is nearby.
Oh, fantastic.
From your past.
Ah.
The priests have kept it hidden from you in this remote location.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, mid-stream update. My shotgun's nearby. So yeah, the ribbons across there will make it quite difficult, but a jumpsuit, it'll be fine. But having poppers underneath, I'd still have to like try to appear avoiding the ribbons, which is like, I'm not gonna risk that. No. Ah, dear, so it's a girl who wears dungarees. I'm an excellent pilot. Jumpsuits are really not the greatest for break time. Yeah, it's like you have to get fully out of it, but comparatively to other cosplay competition pieces I've made, it'll be easier in that once I'm out of it, I don't have to worry about pissing on it, you know? It's pretty like, oh yeah, it's a really lovely costume. We're not doing that bit of it today, but that bit will be really, really fun. I'm very excited for it. Not putting in a butt flap, not this time. Maybe for another costume. It was when I remember I think of her on the loading screen. Yeah, there is one where you can see her full body, and I do have that image somewhere on my computer. I'm just not sure where I've put it. I'm like slowly moving all of my images to one area because they were so spread apart. Could you design the jumpsuit to incorporate a half zip along the lower body? No, probably not. It's something that I've kind of, when it comes to the design and where I've been putting openings, I've been thinking really, really hard about it, because obviously it makes a big difference, you know, if I could make a more subtle zip down the side or something like that, I would. But in this particular case, with the kind of design and adding on what we're doing, it would be very, very difficult. So rather than putting myself through unnecessary stress, having a zip up the back, I can keep it subtle by adding design elements around it, because there are no images of her back. So I get that choice, while still keeping enough stretch panel so that it is comfortable to wear. Yeah. Your shotgun is nearby. Good if you need to grab it. I know, is this the zombie thing happening? Do we need to batten down the hatches? It's doom. So we have people working on the house today, and a lot of the housework we're having done at the moment is very loud. I know today there's going to be a hell of a lot of sanding. And just in case that comes on in the background during stream, it should fit really well into the rest of the more industrial sounding music for Doom, is the hope. That's why we're listening to Doom today. So yeah, what we're going to be doing then is adding, I guess having it a bit smaller here than I was planning. So here, maybe we'll just go down to 95, and then here, can be the 115, which would mean per piece we have to split it into 4. There you go. So 115, that's a bit of a difficult one, honestly. It's going to be like 25, 29. We could just round up to 16, because then I can do 30 centimeters. Oh, no, no, wait, it wouldn't be that. 25 add 4, so it'd be 29. Yeah, 29. So we'll do that one for the larger bit, which is the bit at the top, so that'll be 29 centimeters a piece. And then the 95, still not a very nice number to split. So it would be 20, and then I guess once again I might just round it to 6, because then it could be 24. I don't like doing it in like a point blah 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 blah. There we go. Oh, hey, I do hear a bit of sounding, but it's not bothering me. They haven't started yet, but that's a good sign. Honestly, that's a really good sign. If you can hear sounding noises in the music already, that's good. Yeah, they won't start until probably around 11, I don't think, at the earliest, because there's other things that need to be done first. Yeah. I just saw a good news post. Venue for Big Con in New Zealand isn't going to close, and they won't have to scale down. Oh, that's fantastic, Kiwi. Heck yeah, heck yeah. Very nice. Oh, do we need to drop the... my ears are playing tricks on me. To be fair, like I said, there's a lot of really industrial sounds in this music, which is why I picked it. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was some sort of sounding noise in the music. It's just not my sounding noise yet. Not yet. It probably will be at some point. Right, go back to the molded. So I think probably the crotch is a little bit dropped. Like looking at it, obviously the hanging bit, so we're just doing the base of the crotch. This is kind of for the muscle suit, not the exoskeleton so much. But just based on the picture of the full body, you can see the really long arms there. I think it's dropped a little bit, but not like a ridiculous amount. Would you say? Would you say? It's okay. Oh dear. Let's measure up my leg. So I'm not wearing stilts or anything for this costume. I probably wouldn't anyway. 2 seconds. Ugh. I probably don't want it to go the whole way up my leg. So if we say go about... we could do 69 centimeters up my leg, but I think it's a bit far. What if we did 60... We did 60 centimeters. 60 centimeters might be good. But then I do need to go a bit longer to make it match up to there. 60. So if 65 is not going to be long enough anymore... oh. Excuse me, 2 seconds. I'll probably need an extra 10 centimeters, I think. So this can now be 75. So it's a bit longer. So actually the body will be longer than the legs, but I think that's good. And it's only by, oh, it's by 15 centimeters, so actually that is a fair amount. Oh dear. What's it you're supposed to be sanding again? So they have filled in lots of the wall. And so there were lots and lots of holes and grooves and dents, like a lot. It looked like a climbing wall, like they're huge. So all of those need to be sanded down. And then the wood pieces, the walls, the wood, everything in one room. Let's just assume the entire room is being sanded. Oh dear. Oh, her legs, my leg. Yes, I was also going to sand my legs, but I'll be doing that off stream. I don't want to get TOS'd for, like, you know, leg sanding. Actually, speaking of legs, we could get some other leg measurements really quickly. So I need it to come around pretty tight around the ankles. Not 100%, but like, you know, like a pair of jeans or like casual trousers. It'll need to be about that width because it will be going around the outside of the, I'm wearing socks, don't worry people. It will be going around the outside of the bodysuit, but it also needs to be reasonably tight. So maybe 30 centimeters would be pretty good for the ankle. And then at the top of the leg, it needs to be a lot wider. I mean, if I'm adding 5 centimeters, oh, but I'm, wait a second. 95 centimeters is the biggest that it gets. I got it at 96. I might need it a little bigger than that. I might need to round it up to 100. Because otherwise I'm not going to be able to slip this over my butt. I might still not be able to slip that over my butt. But we might have to go with that. And if that's the case, then this will be about 50 centimeters. 2 seconds. I'm having some feelings about this. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. My thighs are far larger than that. Okay. I think for it to be loose around the thighs, at least a little bit loose, maybe 65. I mean, I could probably get to 60 and it'd be okay, but it's a little tight there. Oh God. Let's say 60. We'll do that. That does mean I now need to... Yeah, because now my... God damn it. Okay, we're gonna have to scale all this up a bit. This is what I mean with maths. But ankle scandal. Yeah, you can look at my ankles. There they are. Ugh. Ankle. Although I think that was more foot. So this is gonna have to be 60 for the whole thigh and come down to, what did I say I could get it to at the bottom? Was it 25? Doesn't seem very big. Was it 25? I mean, my heckin' tiny ankles. We're off going Victoria. I know, right? Scandal. I think actually it was 30. So we're going to half the size at the bottom. And that will look quite good, I suppose. It will really come in. However, I could have it, but I really don't want the hourglass figure. I want to avoid hourglasses. Which means if that's 60, then this is going to have to be bigger than 60. Or actually, I could keep this at 60. That means it's 30 either side, and then we just have to go up bigger at the top. Maybe to... 35 maybe? I don't want to go too big because I'd already measured it bigger. That might work. So, trying more for pocket watch than an hourglass? Yeah. you get me, Kiwi. That's more what I'm looking for. I very much want a disfigured male figure. So, like, I'm not looking to look like a woman in this. As much as it'd be very funny to do a sexy molded, I do want to stick relatively accurate and, like... They've got a very much a more typical, obviously very disfigured, but it looks like they maybe started off as a male because they've got the broader shoulders and the less around the hips. Whereas if you'd look at like maybe a more typically female form, it would be much bigger around the hip point, which it is not. So I think it needs to be, yeah, Grandfather Clock would do it, I think. Like, Grandfather Clock would... Well, no, because it's smaller at the bottom still. And Grandfather Clock would go out at the bottom. Oh, dear. Stuart time. Show some calf. God. Not my calf. I have to keep that very secret. Oh my God, I see you. You're trying to get me TOS? I can't show calf. Crazy. God, no, keep that covered. Yeah, that's what I mean as well, like the feet being very average and around the ankles being pretty damn average as well. Like, it's probably still bigger than my feet and ankles, but, like, they're not that dramatic. Yeah. Educational costumes. Heck yeah. Okay, I think right now what we've got is, this will need some, let me move that off the screen. This is going to need some finessing because it does have kind of like hanging elements here. But I think it'll be easier to work those out once we have like a base, because the other thing is those hanging elements might end up being the exoskeleton and not the muscle structure underneath, just so it's a little bit more 3D-ish and it's not all one layer. So this is, I think, a pretty good base. So from crotch to crotch, the largest part of the leg, it will be 60 centimeters. The leg is only 60 centimeters long, so that it's got a drop crotch, so I'm like properly leaning off to one side. 30 centimeters around the ankle to keep it nice and tight. As we go up to where the stomach would be, keep it at 30, and then bring it up to 35 around the bust, so it does go more of a triangle shape. The shoulders I'm going to have as a separate piece so I can really bulk them out, but we will still have some of it over the top of here. So those will be two bits that kind of go together like this. And we'll bulk that up to make it, but it will need to be fit to the head. So that bit, it might be worth seeing how the rest of it, the bodysuit's going together, and then adding where the head will be into that, because the head will actually come into about here because of where the neck starts. Yeah. Dorian ankles to calves to the cod pieces. To the around 60s highest fashion's weird. Fashion is weird. Who knows? Maybe my molded costume can become like the height of fashion one day. And everyone will want it. Right, arms. So my hand is the wrist. I don't know if I'll have that in the same piece yet. I'm in an R-ing. As far as the top of the arms go, they will need to be a fair amount bigger than my arm. My arm is a bit wimpy, honestly. So if I'm going to embarrass myself with the width of my arm is like 28. Are my ankles smaller than my arms? I don't think so. Wait, what happened? Why are my ankles so small? Excuse me 2 seconds. I need to double check this. I'm just going around the big part of my arm though, to be fair. Oh no, they're about the same, 25, okay. Not 25. I think probably double that would be fine. It needs to be quite thick. Is it as thick as the legs? No, but it's very close to the thickness of the legs. So I think 50 centimeters for this bit at the top will be good. Which means then these will have to be like 25. I'll have to do some maths on those. But, oh no, actually they won't need to be 25 because they'll be going into this. So it'll be just this bit and this bit. We'll work that out later. And then at the bottom, so you can kind of see what I mean here, I think, where I say see that lump on the, what do you call it? Ooh. A lump on the right side, that's where my hand's gonna be. And then I'll have the hand going off there. So honestly, it looks a lot smaller than I could probably just do about the width of my hand, but a bit smaller. Because it'd be like my hand like this in there. About 20 centimeters, but I'll probably make it a bit bigger than that just so it's nice and easy to get into. If we said maybe 25 centimeters, so I do want it to come in. It's meant to be like a little wrist joint. Yeah, I think, it's still quite tight, but it's like very manageable that I could have my fingers in there. We'll start with 25, I think. Which again is exactly the same thing as what happened with the legs, which is the bottom is half the size of the top. Look at me bulky, yeah, 50 centimeters by, oh, you're 50 centimeters? Wait, oh no, wait, I'm gonna make mine 50 centimeters. I was like, if you got 50 centimeters, that's very unfair if that's the case, because that is like that big. Look at that. That hang off my arm. Oh dear. And then as far as that goes, the length will just be the actual length. About here, I imagine. And then, so I guess 70 centimeters-ish. Because bear in mind this is going to the wrist, which makes my arms longer than my legs, which is good. Hey, there we go. We're getting there, we're getting there. I will probably draw these up in a bit more detail, maybe even to scale, because obviously this is just a rough plan. I think the shapes are pretty much what I want though. The only thing is actually, these would end up being flat, wouldn't they? And if this is bigger than that, let's maybe try drawing it to scale and we'll get an idea. Actually, do I have a ruler? I keep seeing rulers and not putting them in useful places because I will eventually need a ruler one day. I didn't put them in there, did I? No. Put that in there. Oh. Am I still live? I did just knock all of my wires. What if Shiny's got a ruler that I could borrow? Thing is, I put all of my rulers somewhere. I think they're with my toolkit. Do you mind if I just quickly, I'll just pop a like 10-minute break, but I am just going to be running downstairs quickly to see if my toolkits are downstairs. I think it's with them because they were larger. I'm going to go see if I can find them. Welcome on back, everyone. Sorry, I kind of knew where it was, I just didn't have it up here. But now I have a ruler, so I could... Whoop, bang, 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 bang. Here we go. If I do it to... I might be able to fit it in this way. How tall is it? It's 60 and 75. Is that my height? 60 and 75. Well, that is 135, which would mean that my head could only be like this might be a bit short for me is what I'm thinking, but we'll go with it for now, especially since honestly like a lot of it cuts off low for the head. I should actually draw that in, and on this side too, like yeah, it cuts in a bit. So it might be okay. Let's see. Can I fit that this way around? I can. I might do that then, because why not? Quickest 10-minute nap ever. Good. I hope you had a good nap. It is. This, so I'm just going to do it to 10. And then add this up to 75. And then keep that nice and straight along the edge. There you go. Okay, so that should be 75. Yep, and that should be 60. Yep. Okay, it will need to change a little bit because the leg's going to have to come in. So if the leg is across here 60 centimeters. God, this is going to look so weird. There, and then take halfway across there. Thank you for the egg. Who was that? Scott. Thank you for egg. We will take this to here. Oh dear. Actually, that work? What's the top? The top is 35, 35. I think this will work. And then, do we have to go straight down here? I think so. And the bottom, it's only 30 centimeters, which will end up being 1.5 either side. You're ready for my legs. I don't think you're heckin' ready for these legs. There they are. That's my leg. And then it's great. I love it. I wonder, because this bit needs to be, how much did we decide? We decided 30 centimeters, 30 centimeters. Be like here, and then take like a little gap, and then here. Oh, that works kind of well. Okay. And then at the top, more on the bust, it'll be 35. And then 35. And then, okay, so we might need to do this a little different. Because, oh, actually, that fits pretty well. Okay. And then just, of course, like that. Okay. More like that. Does it go the whole way down to the leg? No, it doesn't go the whole way down to the leg, so it actually works pretty well. The only thing is that this side's gonna have to go in and then up, and then this side I will do the same thing on and just have it come out a little bit more, I think. Yeah. Oh dear, stop denying us of leg content. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, there you go. There's leg. I'm not ready. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Kiwi. Oh dear. Yeah, that's my leg there. And then here we are getting into the body. The shaping of it will still need to be relatively similar. Okay, quick math for anybody in the chat. I want a radius of 25. How do I make sure that I get that radius of 25? So, not a radius of 25, I want a quarter of a circumference to be 25. How would I calculate, so be a circumference total of 100, how do I calculate the radius based on that? If the circumference is 100. Is it pi r2? Or is that for the radius? Math, I'm so sorry, Wig. Welcome on in. Also, Zombie, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to math. For the radius. Okay, so what if I wanted... So I need... So the radius of... Yeah, I'll also do a Google. This is a hard one. My circumference is 100. What is my radius? Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna have to go over here. Sorry, guys. Okay, if I put oh my god, I can't see what I'm heckin' typing. Okay, we'll try this, but it's gonna be a little tricky because my keyboard is on the end of its wire. Circumference is 100. What is radius? Okay. So if I divide it by 3.14, is it? I think. I'm gonna do that and see if that sounds right. So if it's 100 divided by 3.14, wait, isn't this a really obvious? Oh no, 31.8. 31.8. It says 15.92. Oh, good God. Oh no. Okay. Calculator again. If I do, what was it you said? You said 15.92. I'll try that. 15.92 times pi. No, it can't be that. Wait a minute. Divide the circumference by pi for an estimation. The result is the circle's diameter, and then diameter. Okay, no, wait. Divided. I get it. Okay, that's how you got the 15. Yeah. Okay. I understand. So it's I'll just round it up to 16. I'll just round it to 16 because it's close enough. Thank you, all of you maths whizzes. I appreciate it. All right. So we'll say that it's 16 for ease, which is in this case 1.5. Oh wait, did I do that right? No, I just did 1 there. Honestly, it does look kind of right. Heck yeah. Nice job, everyone. Thank you for math. There we go. Yeah, that looks about right. The only bit that I kind of want is that this bit needs to be a little bit more pointy there. There you go. And this bit honestly could do with being a little bit as well. And then we'll have this scaled up. Would end up being our pattern, I think. Math people! Sine, sine, cosine, sine, 3 pi. We need the radius or the diameter. I needed the radius. Yeah, the radius. So that is what I needed. Because I've got two little circles there. A quarter of a circle each, which means what I needed was this to be 25, and it is now 25. It just means it might end up being a bit more like... I guess that's where the extra panel would come in. But then wait, is 25 too big? 25 might be too big. Because there's another panel on top. Maybe, okay, sorry, I know we just did all that maths, but it'll be the same equation, so it's not too difficult. I think we still need 50 is still, oh wait, no, 50 is the circumference. Yeah, 50 is the circumference. And I need a quarter of the circumference. Okay, let me find out what the radius of a 50 is. I'm so sorry. Basically, the whole way around my arm at the top will probably be around 50 centimeters. Maybe I'll round it up to 60 actually, because it is going to be a bit of an unusual shape. No, I'll keep it at 50. It is going to be 50. So I need to do 50 divided by pi. Here's that, and then divided by 2. So I actually need 7 point. I'm going to just round it up to 8. I think I actually need it at 8 because the top half of the circle, which will then be 16, is on the shoulder panel, which is a separate piece. Does that make sense? Radius is 0.8. There we go. Yeah, because only the very bottom of the shoulder is on this piece of fabric. The rest of it is actually on a specific piece. And then this bit I will cut into, but only a little bit. And I'll do the same on this side. Actually, I can probably just, by eye on this one. There you go. Since I'm not using this as the actual pattern, but I will write all of this in. Just for the head. And then, there'll be another piece here, which will join these two pieces together. And that's an important piece. That's very important. Dear, I'm following along. Okay. This I don't know the measurement of yet, which is why I'm just like drawing it in, because it will be based on the pattern that we made the other day. So it's like whatever this bit ends up being. And that end might even end up being bigger than it is already as well. So that bit I'm quite happy to leave. The rest of it I think is pretty good there. If I get rid of some of this. I mean, this is also just our rough first pattern. This is why I was like, I'll do the drawings on stream, but I'm probably not going to be able to cut the actual pattern out on stream because this is huge. So this is 60. This is 75. And maybe what actually is this? That's 10. Okay, that actually seems pretty sensible. This can be 10. And then here is, oh, we literally just did it, 8. We have, at this point at the top, $35. At this point, that should be 30. I think that's pretty good. Do I need to bring out my engineering book, the little black reference book? Yes. Yeah, all of the help me engineer a costume. No, I think we got it, honestly. I'm pretty happy with that. The only thing I need to do now is the arm. The little shoulder panel is probably going to be the most altered piece, and I'm not too bothered about it being accurate. I'll draw it in, but I'm not too worried about it because, again, it's It's a piece that will end up being a bit weird. How long did we say the arm was? It was long, right? 70 centimeters. Okay. Well, sorry for that noise there. That was not a nice noise. 70. The bottom is half the top, so it's 25 to 50. Honestly, the Doom soundtrack is just so good. I don't listen to it very much because it's not really the vibe of my stream most of the time. It is the vibe of the stream right now though, and I'm very much enjoying it. Okay, let's get that up there. Yeah, that's good. And then we need it to come in and go over that joint. Like so. And that here would be hopefully I don't know if we can make this. We have 8. This needs to be 16. I don't think this is 16. The top bit is probably. So how much extra is this going to be? This is good. So let's just say that this to this is like 16. How big is this arm? This arm is with 25 on either side. So this arm at the top, if I'm not careful, is going to end up being 66. Just too big. So what I'll need to do then is, oh god, I should bring a compass, honestly. It's basically I need to get this bit to 25. So what is 25 to there? It's probably about this. So we'll probably have it like so. And to about there too. So even though it won't look like it's 50, it actually will be if you include the arm lump. There we go. I guess it'll look more like that then. Still a very big arm. Oh, sorry, you can't even see it. There it is. Very big arm. Oh, dear. About drafting specifically? Oh, sick. I don't know if I can handle it, though. Oh, dear. Oh, that means actually this needs to be a little bit shorter. Because if I'm going from the very top there and it needs to go to here. Yeah, 2 seconds, actually. I just realized I did make a little beginner error there. It's meant to be 2.5 at the bottom, so just get that to there, and we'll just rub this out. Actually, this is probably going to look a bit better, because I forgot it goes from the very top. There you go. And now, the whole way down should be 70. 70. What is the length of the army bit? The bit of the arm. That is 55. So long. And then that should be pretty easy to work out from there, honestly. I don't think I'll need too many other directions. Oh dear. There's a little pocket reference book that's got pipe size and pictures and unit conversion stuff, and things like hook laws and ideal gas law. Oh, that's really cool. I mean, I think I've seen something very similar to that with some of the builders that have come just to be like checking against some of the stuff in our house, because some of the stuff in our house is not within building regulations. And so when they were doing checks, they were like... Although to be fair, they did seem to just know them off the top of their head most of the time. They were like, yep, no, not this one. Not within building regulations. Oh dear. I only had a little card from Stare at the Head decimal to fraction conversions. I used to have some really weird ones when I was in school that did a lot of stuff like that, but then we were doing like... I should clarify, I did not do maths at A level. But because I took my maths really early, I did do AS maths for 2 years, and that's when they were giving us all these weird conversion charts. Yeah. Ugh. I'm not massively keen on maths, if I'll be honest. I enjoy quick math, but I'm not so good at all of the stuff with this. Oh, the back of the steel ruler! Yeah, mine is just empty on back. Where is it? There it is. It's got this, but there's just nothing. Nothing. Ah, dear. Let's see. Do I want to bother? I should probably bother. So there will be the curve on the inside of the head. That's the one that I don't know. but I will know that the curve on the outside should be 16. So how is that looking? Does that look way too long? I think that looks way too long. Okay, it could probably go to about there. I think. As an estimate. And then we want it to be kind of bulky, so do that. And then, oh, it has started. Oh, but I don't think the mic picks it up very much. That's good. So then have the piece that makes it look like it's bigger on the back, but then I can't tell you the curve of the head yet, because like this side here would be the head, and this is the shoulder down here. So I can calculate the shoulder, but I can't really calculate the head, unfortunately. To you two Stream Elements. So I think this is kind of a very rough base on how this is going to go. The idea is that this part here will be folded on the seam. So like if I go from here, it will be fold on edge. So the back will be like one clean piece, and then it will be zipped down the front. Or not zipped, it'll be velcroed. That's the other thing actually, I do need to have some overlap. I think Stream Elements is confused. It's been confused all week so far, and I really don't know why. So this is going to be a little complicated actually. There will need to be an extra panel on this side, but it will be on one side only. And this will be the Velcro patch that will end up ripping. So I might have to put, how much bigger is this? This is like an extra 50 or so 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters. I could probably go a bit bigger than that. I could probably do 8 centimeters honestly. Let's do a 0.8. Oh, you know what? Actually, it's pretty close to that. We'll do 0.8. The height of it, probably about the same. 55. Yeah, that'll be fine. But it is on, I think it is on right side only. Trying to remember, I have to go back with the plans. I'm pretty sure it's on the right side. If it's on the left, I'll change that. Did we have a plan for the bit in the middle? I think we did. Not there. Not there. Not that one. This one. Yeah, that's right side. Okay. I don't think there was anything else going over that. Yeah, this one was when it was stood down the center. It's right side. That's fine with me. I just need to know. I'm gonna outline some of these in pen, just so that they're a bit more clear. But this one, yeah, this would be on right side only. And then down there. There you go. Get some of those tiny little curves drawn in. And then that is a curve. Just. As is that. Okay, and then that's a curve too. That's a curve too. And then the rest of them should be pretty straight. The ankles are probably going to be a little bit difficult. I will need to add some feet onto them, but I'm not sure if I want to pattern those separately right now. You won't be able to tell because of the amount of detail going over the top anyway, but I just think it'd be easier if I handle it as a separate part. I think trying to merge it into this part might just make my own life a bit more difficult. That's another thing actually. Do I want this to be the same? Probably. How big is that one? Like 10 centimeters. So this can be 10 too. And then it still needs that bit, which means that this, I guess, can go down like that. There you go. Because that'll need to be folded on that edge. And then up here, I'll keep most of it in pencil, I'm okay with that, but the pencil will wear away a little bit over the time, so having the base of it done hopefully should help me in the long run a little bit. So if I need to re-get any of the measurements, I can just get them straight from here. There we go. That bit I'm not bothered about. that bit's whatever. I think that should work pretty okay. I think the issue that I'm gonna have with this is it might not be big enough. As in it might fit over my body, but it won't give it the extra large kind of look that I'm looking for, like making it bigger than what I am. I don't know. I like it in theory. I'll just have to go and cut it out at some point and have a try with it. That'll probably be the next thing we start doing, is trying to get this bodysuit part done. So in the post right now, I have all the materials for the bodysuit on the way, except for the LEDs. We'll get back to that. LEDs can come later. But we got all of that coming, so that I should hopefully soon be able to start making it. I will make it out of some mock-up fabric to start with, but I probably won't be able to get the same thickness. Something like extend it out like large shoulder pads. Yeah, kind of, but like the whole body is shoulder padded. The only thing is it can't be really, really thick, because there is the other bodysuit underneath, which has got spiky bits, which has got like sharp parts. So if it's like thick on the inside, it will rub against that, and it could either damage itself or it could damage the costume underneath. So I have to be a little bit careful to make sure my costumes aren't damaging each other. I am going to try and keep it pretty smooth on the inside. Like, I might add some decoration, but it won't be beads and sequins and stuff like that. It will be more like layering the fabric and creating like ruffles in it and stuff like that. Because this will open as a cape. So there'll be a little zip here to here that will then affect on this side as well. There is going to be a gap around here where there'll be no zips and no attachments, and I'm just going to basically hang the fabric over it so that you can't see that gap. The plan is that it's big enough on the inside that I can have my hands near the chest. I actually did some plans of this a little bit. I didn't talk about the zipping, but the plan is that I could, underneath the costume, have my hands pretty high up. There'll be a couple of pockets facing outwards, which we'll come back in and add to the costume later. Get the base of it done first, and then we'll add gloves onto the inside of the chest. But it'll have these two hands that you can see from the outside. I was going to have them crossed over, but I think actually they'll need to be more like this, because I'm ripping out of it. So if they're crossed over, it'll be a little difficult to potentially rip out. But then, yeah, basically I have to be able to take my arms from the inside of the costume, like maybe like this, and then scoot them up and go down in here. So it needs to be quite big so that I can do that, because I do want to be able to put my arms into the arms of the costume, into the arms of the molded specifically. I just don't want them to have to be there constantly, because it will make ripping out of it really difficult if my arms are still in it. The only way then I could do it is if I had extra ripping panels, and I really want it to be as least ripping panels possible, because I want it to come behind me like a cape. So the plan eventually would be these bits would have zips down them, but I would say these parts specifically, so like I guess maybe like here, here, and here will have some magnets. And that way the back of this leg can hopefully find the back of the other leg, which will be around here somewhere, and they can come together. And that way, you know, I'll have a cape behind me that's solid at the back, rather than two legs either side when I rip it off. Because I'll be ripping it off into a cape, not ripping it off completely. So I want it to kind of form into a cape behind me, because the molded is a really... It moves a lot and it changes shape a lot and stuff like that. So I think it would work really well if it did change from legs to a cape, because that's kind of what it does anyway. It morphs. So that's kind of the plan there, but that's going to take some finessing. I'm ready for that to be quite hard, honestly. I'm going to need some very strong magnets as well if they're going to find each other under all this fabric. But we can work with that. And then, yeah, the back edge here be completely flush. A nice big back panel. The head will go directly into the back. It won't be attached at the front, but it will be attached at the back. So I did kind of draw this onto the head earlier. I don't know if you can really see it. Oh god, yeah, that's very zoomed in. Do you see the lines? They're very faint, but they're down there. Those bits it's gonna be separate. So the piece under the jaw will end up being a separate piece. That way I can rip the jaw off, and all of this is a hood then. If this bit isn't here, this is just a really big hood which I can pull off. That makes sense. So I can see. Heck yeah. So yeah, we'll rip this bit off. This will just be a rip away jaw kind of thing, just velcroed in. And then I can pull the rest of the molded head off like a hood. There is a slight concern that I have with my plan so far. So this part of the costume is very thick, it's quite big, which means it is going to be quite heavy. With all of it around my neck as a cape, it might not be very comfortable for long-term wear. Not that I'd necessarily wear it like that long-term anyway, but I do want it to be comfortable. So that's where the shoulder pieces come in that bit won't come off the shoulder. So that's where this extra little piece here is. Hopefully, that means when I'm wearing like a cape, it should kind of just drape over here and still have a lot of the weight on my shoulders rather than having it all around my neck suddenly. I don't want that. I don't want it. I don't want it all around my neck. The only thing that I guess I could do actually then, if I have it going straight across here, it probably still would have to be at a slight angle. But if I had it going straight across at the front, I could have an extra panel underneath here. And that wouldn't get in the way of the rip-away part. That might be a good call, actually. I might keep that in mind, that we actually have it go a little higher than where the jaw is, especially since the jaw is rip-off. That might be a good call, to have it really high up here. Oh, what's it called? It's a specific type of cape. I know what you're going for, but I can't remember the actual name of it. Oh, I have no idea. I have no idea what it is that I'm making. I have a lot of ideas, but I have no idea what any of the technical terms are. The amount of stripping that I've looked up to work out this costume, I've watched burlesque show after strip show after burlesque show after strip show. I've been on so many outfits for specifically stripping clothing to try and find a way that I can make this bloody clothes. And like, we're getting there. We are getting somewhere, but it's such an unusual quick change outfit that it is a pain in the ass. And like, you know, a lot of strip clothing, it's made to be ripped off immediately and then it's just on the floor somewhere, whereas mine needs to stay attached to me. Like a lot of them I'd see would have the rip down there, so like down the whole way in the leg, and it would just fly off them. But that won't work for me. It would work for me if I was trying to take it off in one fell, like whoop, but that's not what I'm doing. Anyone who's a bit newer here as well, the reason I'm not doing that is just because I don't know what the rules of the cosplay competition are yet that I'm entering this into. They could be different next year, and it's always worth basically planning ahead and trying to make sure that you stick within general costuming rules. So there is often a rule in larger cosplay competitions that the costume has to remain on you at all times because you don't want it to become a trip hazard. So for instance, like, you know, you can't have parts of your costume come off mid-performance because you could trip over them and they don't want a lawsuit. So basically, there are a lot of cosplay competitions that do have the rule of don't have anything come off you while you're on stage or you'll be penalised for it. So since I'm doing a quick change costume, I kind of want everything to remain attached to me. If then I find out it's okay for me to take the cape off, I will. But I'm kind of planning in that it might not be okay for me to take it off, and if that's the case, I have to have it on me the entire performance. Ah, dear. Okay. I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna have to do some research into magnets and stuff like that as well. I know the kind of zips I'll be using, they're very thick. My only thing is, 2 seconds, if the arm is 50 centimeters, I might need to change this, I just realized. If the arm is 50 centimeters, can I actually scoop my arm out of a hole that is 50 centimeters? Because I might not be able to do that. That actually might not be big enough. Or I'll need it like drooping more, which is fine, that's not a problem. Where's 50 centimeters? It is here. I'm just gonna pin this in really quickly and get an idea if this is actually going to be big enough for me to scoot out of. Why are all the pins I'm picking trash? There you go. Get a good pin. That's about 50 centimeters. So wearing it. Ah, that's very tight actually. Like physically could I do it? Maybe, but if it's stuck there, maybe not. How big would it need to be for me to be able to do that? Maybe like 70 something? Get ready for contortion. Because even if it's just at the very base, that's fine. Oh, let's get for there. Because like if it was just this bit, so it was like the hangy bit under the arm. Oh, that's still quite difficult actually. Like, could I? Maybe? But it's still quite tricky. I think I could, but it'd be a bit of a risk. Because basically I want the arms to be like, not like a t-shirt, like you've got like a little bit of hang. I want it to be like a lot of hang here. So it might need to get big quite dramatically for the last part. I didn't think of that. I'm thinking of it now. So what if it was this? Yeah, that's more doable. That's more doable. I can do that. And then I'd be in this one. Okay. 75. God damn it. I wasn't so far off, but... okay, let's see. 75. Oh, it's bigger than arm. I'm gonna have to do a separate arm. It's bigger than the arm I've designed. I'll do a larger one here. So the height and everything is still the same. It's just they need it to be a little bit more wide at the very, very top. Most of it will still be that same width, but the very, very top of it needs to be much wider. Let's see, the bottom was that. Okay, and then this is about 50 centimeters up, actually. There you go. Let's do that 50 centimeters up. And 75 would be, what is half centimeter 35? So it'd be, I think, 37 point something. Yeah. Oh, that's wide. Oh, that's wide. But then the thing is, it only, it wouldn't be for the whole thing. If I go like 5 centimeters, maybe 10 centimeters, then it can be 50 again. So it's going to be quite a dramatic shift. I do think that's more what I'm looking for. Oh god, this arm. I'm gonna have to drop it down so much lower for this to work though on the actual plans, because this is gonna be a huge armhole now. This is okay though, this is why we do planning before we start cutting anything out. Because yeah, now this bit at the top is gonna have to be like that. It almost looks like a flat ice cream cone. If that's the case, how big is this? Iffy. It is about maybe like 45 centimeters on either side, so it's like 90 centimeters. Oh good god. Okay, so if that's the case, we have 90 centimeters divided by 4. So half is 45, and then half of that is 22.5, which would mean this is going to have to go down 22.5, which is not too bad actually now that I look at it. It'd be more like that. Okay, it's not terrible. Actually, I could probably do more of it under there. Like if I say took 60 centimeters of it and was like that will be underneath, and then I had the remaining 35 above, that actually might be better. So let's do 30. Okay, I'll do that as a dotted line for now because it is a plan, but I think that actually might end up being our reality. And this one is 30. Yeah, I think this ice cream cone arm might actually end up having to be our arm just so that I can slink out of it. Hopefully it doesn't look too weird. I guess we'll see when we make a plan. I wonder what I would make a plan out of actually. The only thing is I'm going to kind of make this a bit more curved. There you go. To there. And then. So this is 70 at 10, 50 to there. And then we have 90 on this bit over the top, which is going to be a 90 meh. That's okay. And then we have our little wrist, small wrist of 25 centimeters, I think that was. Yeah, so it goes from 90 centimeters to 25 centimeters now, which is quite dramatic for an arm. Not gonna lie, that's quite intense. But I do think this is probably more the shape we need to go by. This is what I mean by like, bless them, I bought a bodysuit pattern of someone just so I could look at the general shapes, and they were like, tag me if you make anything out of it. But I'm like, this is not gonna look anything like your pattern once I've finished with it, and I really don't want to do that to you, because then if somebody else looks at what I've made, it's like, that's not what I want at all. They might not buy your pattern, and it was a wonderful pattern, and you don't deserve that. Oh dear. God damn it. It's alright. I will work it out. That does mean though, now that if I've got 60 on both sides, 60 overall, that I have 30 left to do on the top bit, which is still quite big for a shoulder, but I think it's gonna have to be. I think it just has to be. Should I draw it quickly? It's gonna be, if I get my measuring tape, not so dramatic, but like honestly pretty. It'll be like that. And then, again, like 10 centimeters here, I suppose. Okay, so only 10 centimeters in the back as well? I guess it is. And then 10 centimeters, and then something along those lines, because I actually don't know what the head's going to be yet. So I'm guessing there. But I can tell you the one underneath is 30. 30, and then I'll just put head, because I don't actually know what that is. Oh, how are you guys enjoying the math? I am mildly enjoying the math. It is hard. It might even need to be closer than that, but I don't know, because I guess this bit actually would be part of the hood, so it'd only be the front piece that needs to go closer. Ugh, math. Actually, I could probably make the arm piece now. I might do that. The arm piece is the bit that I'm most nervous about. Let me zoom you out really quickly. I do currently have you zoomed in a bit. I might make the arm pattern really quickly, just because I think the space to do that one. The body pattern's a no-go. That's not happening, but I can probably do that, and that way I can, that's the bit I'm most nervous about. Once again, pattern paper is packing paper. I'm gonna just drape this off to one side. Or actually, where can I drape this off? I can probably drape it off under the desk. There you go. Just so I can like really quickly see the measurements without it getting in the way. You post some links for me so I can get cosplay ideas and cloaks capes. Ooh, let's have a look. And then live stream chat about magnet ratings. Oh, Vile. Thank you so much. It's very kind of you. When looking at magnets, the higher the N rating, the stronger it is. A list of Amazon listings will give you a kg pull rating along with it. The higher the N rating, the smaller the magnet can be and have a similar pull to a larger size with a lower N rating. So, strongest 52, weakest 50. Oh, okay. I appreciate that. That's actually really helpful because I am not that versed in magnets. Alison, cosplay land, different types of cloaks and capes. Yeah, I want to see what I'm making. You know what? Maybe it'd be useful if I could actually label what I'm making as something in particular. So I am making not a square one, not a drapey one either. Maybe like a half a circle fitted. But then the legs are going to give it kind of an unusual shape at the bottom. It's definitely a fitted cape. I think it's either a half circle or half circle fitted. Yeah, maybe fitted. Yeah, it looks like it's a fitted one because it goes over the shoulders properly. Oh my god, they got so many sewing patterns. Oh my god. Capes are really fun as well, so like that'd be really fun. Helix, welcome on in. Helix, we've been doing math all morning. How do you like to do your weekends? I like to do math. Although, honestly, I'm like, my brain's a bit like poofed at this point where I'm just not quite sure. But I'm gonna try making one of the patterns just to get an idea if it's if it is right, if we're doing it right, you know. The only thing it's going to be is I might have to make it in 2 separate pieces because this is not 90 centimeters, whereas this can be. So I might have to make the top of it and then make a separate piece. That's okay. I'm okay with doing that. The whole thing is 70 centimeters. So yeah, 70 centimeters. I can probably do 50 here. I'll do 50 with a little bit of extra. So this will be 30. Use the first 10 to keep it a straight line. Oh, actually, I can't do that. I can do 40 centimeters. Oh no, I can do it. It's just very tight. I guess this is probably meant to be 50 centimeters. God damn it. That's all right. We'll work this out as we go. So if this is 50 centimeters, that means 30 up. And another 10 up. Really? Okay. Is that so? Oh, no, that's not right, is it? It's 10 down. Yeah, it's 10 down. Okay. I thought that seemed a bit high. 10 down to there. There we go. I know if you hadn't looked at or not, but it felt like it might help for planning. No, I appreciate it. I'm okay. Working the weekend, sadly. Also trying to work out how to repair a shirt of mine where the stitching has failed. Oh, God. If you've still got the fabric, if it's not made like a hole in the fabric itself, you should be able to do like a little sock stitch. If you look up sock stitch on YouTube, it's really simple stitch and it's really good for repairs. But if you've lost a lot of the fabric, you might have to do a patch. Okay. Should I do the top one? The top one's the really big one. This has got to be... Oh God, how wide is this again? I'll have a look on the scale drawing. You know what? Scale drawing, how wide are you? About 75. And then 50. Okay, so at this point it's 50. Which means I can do it to like there. Okay, wait, actually, how tall is this? This is 20, right? Let's just make sure that I'm not going up or down a bit here. Make it, that's 22. And let's get from there to there. And that'll be half of my 50. I could actually just do half the pattern and then fold it over. I don't know if that would actually be easier in this case. This might not be easier than I'm like trying to trick it to make it easier for me, but I don't think that actually makes it easier. I think this is an awkward pattern regardless of what I do. There you go. That's my 50. When it gets down to 40, how wide is it meant to be? About 43. So at the bottom, let's maybe stop it at about there. To 42. We'll do 44, but it might not be quite right. And then about 22. Did I get that right? I did, yeah. Oh wait, no. Yeah, it's 22. Okay. So basically trying to make really big arms. And it's very difficult. So this one needs to be 75, which is much longer than I can physically go. Let's do this. We get the first 30, and then we'll get the extra 5. And then we'll go into there. That is... Okay. And we kind of need this bit to be a little bit curved, because otherwise it's going to look really, really funky. So maybe like that. Do not have a longer ruler. I don't have any longer rulers. This is the length of ruler I'm stuck with, I'm afraid. It is. I should get a meter rule at some point. It would be very useful, but I just never done it. Honestly, I've just never done it. Let's do the same thing. 10 centimeters up from here. And then go across to 30, and then we need another 5. and use the rest of that to keep it straight. There you go. And then bring that down to there. Do the little curvy bit so that it doesn't look completely straight. And then how high up? So if that's 50, this should be 20 to the top, right? Yes, it is. I might have to fold it in half before I cut that because that's difficult. Thank you for the horn. Welcome on in. We are making an arm pattern, but it is a kind of insane arm pattern, honestly. We're doing our very best with it. I think I might draw it on one side. And then kind of just fold it in half and cut along that. Because, yes, this is a difficult shape to mimic on the other side. Like, I know the shape that I want it to be, but it's hard to mimic it. And then let's just... Oh, this still has glue on it, doesn't it? Ah, yes. I wondered my tiny little children's scissors were not working very well for me. Probably the glue on it. I could honestly just use the bigger duct tape scissors, because actually I think they're cleaner than this. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, hi Dilly, hi Echo, I hope you're doing well. We've been doing maths all morning, trying to sort out how we're going to end up doing this pattern. And this is just a part of the pattern that we were making. This is the arm specifically. So this is for the molded part of the costume. And the molded needs to be like a fair bit bigger than I am, because it goes over the top of another costume. So we've been doing that. A marking level might be better as it has a handle. I find picking up and moving a steel ruler annoying, especially on flat surfaces. I don't mind picking up the ruler, to be fair. The issue, I think, for me is purely the length, because I will end up doing a lot of my measuring on the floor in the future. Like, if we're looking like long term, I will eventually get to the point where I'm doing most of my modeling on the floor. And honestly, working on the floor is pretty good for me. Works well. I could probably use a slightly longer ruler. And I know meter rules are not that expensive or hard to come by. Like, they're kind of everywhere. I just don't buy them. So welcome to the stream with my tiny ruler and my children's scissors. Yeah, that's how we do it here. Like, who needs proper cosplay equipment? Not me. Not me. Definitely not with all the equipment that I have already. Who needs it? Okay, let's get that there and just start pinning it, because we do want it to be symmetrical. So probably we'll just cut it out like this. There we go. Matrix, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. 60 centimeter ruler gets used pretty regularly. I have a 1 meter steel ruler and it doesn't even feel enough at times. I wish. It'd be amazing. Right, let's get this bit cut out really quickly. It's not going to be exactly the same, and that's okay. It will be exactly the same on both sides, but it's not going to be exactly the same as where I've drawn already. Also, sorry. You know how it is. My scissors are small. I just need a basic outline. There you go. Good. That'll do. And then cut off all this excess because it's a pain in the ass. There you go. Because yeah, if I flip it over now, you'll see like it's slightly different on this side. But it's not so bad. Okay, let's get this out here. And then follow this. All the way up and over the top. There you go. So that would be my arm. If I pin it along here now, I just want to see if I can wiggle out of it. I have very important goals here, and wiggling is one of them. Okay, it has 9 centimeter measure. Oh my god. You're trying to make me jealous. I'm very jealous. I need a 1 meter ruler too. The amount of tires each. Yeah, I know. All these short rulers. So this is just meant to be the upper part. Can I? It's hard. It's still hard because my elbow, it kind of gets in that space. It's like not easily. Yeah, not without ripping it. I can just about do it maybe, but I think to make sure that I can 100% do it, I might need to leave a gap under the arm. not a big problem. Just like a small flexible fabric can go underneath here so that it will spring back, but then I can move underneath it. I think it's a good size and I like that. Like this is bulky. I do need to get the rest of the arm done. This is just the top part. It's a little bit longer than this, but I'd get a long ruler. Moving the ruler is just asking for errors. Yeah, you're right. Oh dear. I have a bunch of them. Sometimes you need one long one to measure what you want, but small enough to fit into the space you're measuring in. I mean, obviously I'm not there yet, but when we move to the sewing room, I should actually be in a pretty good place to have a big space to cut patterns out. I mean, you know what? I'll try taking a picture of it and you'll see how big it is. It's not stupidly big. This is like a regular Welsh house here. Like it's not stupid big space, but it should be pretty damn good. So the way, it'd probably be easier if I just showed you a picture. So I will be doing a lot of measuring on the floor, almost 100%. But it should also be a big enough space where I can actually get a camera set up to look at me working on the floor, so you guys can actually see me cutting out big patterns and stuff like that. Unfortunately, it's not going to be up in time for this particular costume, but that's okay. I have to flatten this under something for a while because it's annoying. Oh dear. Well, honestly, if I need anything measured beyond 60 centimeters, I just bring out the tape measure. I would, but I've kind of just handed it over to the team working on the house. So I do have a really good steel tape measure. It's just not in my possession right now. Somebody else is using it somewhere. Oh dear. Excuse me. I meant inside a cabinet or inside an engine bay, but probably not doing crafting. You're probably not doing crafting in those spaces. I mean, listen. I can probably get a cabinet. We're going to be doing some built-in stuff. You will see why once we got pictures. But yeah, we're going to be doing some built-in stuff to the loft because wherever the support beams are, which there are a lot of, we're going to be putting like built-up stuff around them. Yes. I've seen some big Welsh houses and also some tiny Welsh cottages. I wish I could move to Pembrokeshire. Pembrokeshire is so expensive though. That's like posh central in it, but then it's like it is nice, so like that's why it's expensive, but also like damn, it's expensive in Pembrokeshire. Although there are more houses coming on the market because everyone's selling their second home because of the taxes. So it's not all bad. I got a little bit of an angle, so that's gonna annoy me too. Don't worry, I'll also be annoyed by that. There you go. It's still a little bit of an angle, but it's not quite so bad. Okay. Let's get the bottom half of the arm. I will just probably start it along the bottom. So the bottom is 25 centimeters, which is actually something I can fit in my ruler for once. And that goes from like here, halfway up is 12.25. Oh no, 12.5 even, not 12.25. What am I saying? And then whatever they're doing in the other room is vibrating my desk. Oh, and then up 20 centimeters, I believe, is what we needed. Because I've done 30 and it's meant to be 50. Oh no, it's 70 centimeters, isn't it? And I've done 50, and so okay, I've done 50 and I need another 20. Yeah, you were right the first time, Jelly. Right? Yeah. 70 centimeters. Okay, and then the top was like roughly 40 something. There we go. Oh, actually, we'll do the good. We'll be good beams today. It's kind of difficult to do because it keeps rolling back up on me. I'm sure you can see that. Yeah, doesn't want to be done. There you go. And then get that down to there. I think that's right. It looks at about the right angle, to be honest. Comparatively to the plans, it looks pretty good. Yeah, we don't actually need that much left. It's just a little bit. There you go. There we are, and then get that down to there. That should take us down to the wrist. Oh dear. Floor cam? Yeah, I really want a floor cam. I want a floor cam and I want a mannequin cam. Both of those. I do not have enough USB ports for all of this, but I want my top-down face cam, floor cam, USB cam. Not USB cam. You don't need to see my USBs. Floor cam and mannequin camera, so that you know, you can see the costume as it's building up kind of thing. Especially when we get new people in. It'd be nice if I could just flip to the mannequin and be like, this is how far we are kind of thing. So yeah, that's kind of the goal, is to have those 4 cameras. Working cam, face cam, the work that we've already done on the mannequin, and any work on the floor. Okay. Wow. I put my leg down. Leg down type. Serious cosplay. There we go. And I will just keep that going a minute so that I can take that on pretty well. Hell yeah. My children's scissors are doing great. There we go. Get the whole way across there. And all the way up there. There you go. Good. Good stuff. This can go. Where did I put my sellotape then? Is it under here with the plans? Oh, it was. It's now on the floor. Oh. There we go. Okay, got plans. Got this. Oh. And hopefully this should stick pretty well underneath there. It's just the extra piece. Like that. Now, I am just going to use my mug. It still has coffee in it. Oh, did I not go far enough? I didn't go far enough. Okay. To help hold all this in position as I'm trying to tape it. Okay, and there we are. There we are. You're right about the sanding. Oh, can you hear it? Sorry, yeah, no. They have started now. I did think they'd probably start at around 11. So the sanding is a go. I'm glad it doesn't go too badly with it, because yeah, I knew it was going to be kind of loud. To anyone who is not aware, we have just moved house. This is our new house, but a lot of the work, the house needs a lot of work to get it in a livable position, and so that is currently what's going on the weekends mostly. Because obviously, like, Shiny's still at work, I'm still doing this. You know, we're kind of busy during the week. But at the weekends, we get loads and loads of work done. And slowly but surely, the house is coming along. There you go. Fold that over there, fold that over there, and then we can just trim that up by taking that and just around there. Cut that off. And that should be, if we do it on the other side as well, a full arm pattern. Heck yeah. Took a minute, but we're there. I think it'll work. It might just need a bit of a stretch panel underneath. I'll also need to flatten it at some point, because my god. Can I set a link in chat? Could you pop it in the Discord instead? Because, only because my, what do you call it? My keyboard is nowhere near me, and as you saw earlier, it's an absolute pain in the ass trying to type anything with this setup. Would you use webcams or other type of cameras? I probably can't afford a more expensive camera at the moment. So what I'd say is I'd use webcams initially with the hope that at some point I could upgrade and use a slightly better one. There we go. Oh, I can't find a Discord. Exclamation mark Discord. We don't have it in the chat. Sorry, underneath the stream anymore, because it got abused by some people that were banned, and it's easier to just have it that only people that can chat can find the Discord. Otherwise, yeah, we don't want people who have been banned getting into the Discord, especially right after they've been banned. There we go, that should be. It's a little bit short, I'd say. But actually, no, it might not be, because this comes off my body, so it might be okay. And then, oh, not bad. Look at my heckin' arm, huge. This will be the hangy bit underneath, which might end up needing to be more hangy. But honestly, it's not bad. Yeah, it makes total sense. Yeah, it's one of those unfortunate things with streaming where you want everything to be as visible as possible so that people can join or leave if they want to. But then also, like, if you do that, bad things. If you have older unused smartphones, a good home Wi-Fi, you can use them. Unfortunately, I don't. I did, actually, is this my first? No, this is my second smartphone. The first smartphone got smashed. And then I've had this one for like 5 or 6 years, the one that I currently have, and it can't handle the internet very easily. Like, it can do it, it's a smartphone, but like, it won't watch on Twitch, if that makes sense. Like, it can't follow videos very easily. So it's a smartphone, vaguely. At some point I have been meaning to upgrade my phone, but again, it's just one of those things where it's like expensive, and if I have the money, I want to spend it on cosplay, not on phone. Cosplay money, not phone money. Okay, I'm actually pretty happy with that. It's a very weird arm. So this is like the line that will go up on the body. So when you have the extra bit from the shoulder, it'll be there, and then this will be kind of where it attaches to about here-ish. And that'll be the bit that then hangs down and makes it a much bigger arm. To you two, Stream Elements. Big We could try and make the pattern for the hand. That's a little bit difficult because we do need to kind of make a structure, kind of like what we did with the head. But we have now the width that the hand will start at, which is the 25 centimeters at the bottom. So if we wanted to make a hand, we could. I really would like to have it like with some invisible strings so that I can bend the fingers from inside the arm if I want to, but we'll see if that's like far down. Also, Sunny, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Do you like our arm? It's very thick, but it's a heckin' good bean arm. Also has I can't tell with the Doom soundtrack because it gets very quiet. No, it's still going. It's still there. We're still dooming. Oh dear. Bless you, Stream Elements. I have no idea what you want to tell me. You just come into my stream and say, I do need to find out, so I've got all of my fabrics here now. I need to work out which one I want to use to make this pattern, because I do want to make something thicker. Maybe if I have like a thick linen or something that would do. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll keep an eye out for. I have a lot of cottons, but they're a bit thin. We could try making the hand pattern. I don't know if I should make the hand pattern until I'm like solidified with this is the only thing. You dropped a link in general, thank you. I'm okay, a bit hungover, but otherwise good. And you made pasta for lunch? Heck yeah. You know, I don't think I have lunch today. We never quite know what we do on weekends. Ooh, a 1 meter steel ruler. You can get them on eBay, but RS does engineering industry, so you know it's actually good quality. Oh, I see. Oh, thank you. Heck yeah, look at that big old ruler. Sick. Oh dear. But yeah, because we've got stuff going on every weekend. We eat very sporadically at the moment, so I don't actually know what we're doing for lunch. Oh dear. But I hope you enjoy your pasta. Maybe we can make pasta. I'm gonna keep this to one side, and I'm really tempted honestly to just do the whole pattern, but I don't think it's gonna be possible. It's just a bit too big, I think. I might have to go upstairs to make it. I really want to test it. I could try making the arm, but I really need the rest of the costume to like get a good feel for the arm is the thing. I really want to make it. We can make it on Monday. It's fine. We'll make the practice mock-up on Monday for this, unless I make it earlier. Unless I get a bit too excited and make it earlier. I guess we can do that on Monday. But honestly, we did a really good job getting some of the planning in for this, especially with all the measurements and stuff like that. I mean, so far the book's predominantly been like, you know, concept art, stuff like that, concepts of what we're going to be doing, how parts of it's going to work. This is the first part where we've actually strayed into measurement territory and getting all of that done. So we've done a good job there. I think I might swap over and maybe play some games or something now, if that is okay with everybody, if that does not upset anyone too much. Can we maybe do some game time? Because honestly, my brain is gone, and like I don't know. I need game time. What should we play though? Because I have some heckin' options on me right now. We could play Fall Guys. I will swap over to the other computer or the other monitor if we do that. We could play some Fall Guys, or we could. Oh dear. I could start a new game. So I do have some games that I would like to start. There's 3 of them actually that I'd really like to play. I did just get a Plague Tale Innocence. I would really like to play that. I also more recently got a game called Omori, which got a lot of really good ratings and sounds kind of fun, and it looks really cute. I think it is a horror game still. These are all horror games. I like horror. And then I got Bioshock Remastered. I did technically play Bioshock, but like we rented it. It wasn't a game that I ever owned. So we could do a little poll. We could do a poll while I'm swapping over to the other screen. That sounds pretty good. That sounds very efficient use of my time. The only thing is, anyone who has played any of those games, do you need controller? Or would it be fine on mouse and keyboard? I would appreciate that. Horror games, I'll be lucky in that case, but I don't know how horrific they actually are, Sonny. They might not be too bad. No, that's raid. I don't want to raid. Poll, while I'm doing this. What game should we start next? Oh, wait, actually, does that do it? No, it didn't add the question, god damn it. What game should we start next? We have we have Plague Tale, we have Omori. Okay, let's do, I don't know how to spell plague, so please don't have a go at me if this is wrong. You know what I mean. Oh wait, it's gonna spell check me. Plague, there you go. Omori or Bioshock. And how long can I make the poll for? I'll make it for 5 minutes because I am going to just switch my setup. Everybody, vote. Vote on the poll. It started. Do a vote. Ah, dear. There we go. Let's move me to a hiding camera. You'll still hear me. I'm just going to be moving all my stuff around so that I don't give you motion sickness from me moving everything because I have to move my cameras as well. But yeah. In the meantime, get your vote on. If you have a preference, if you know what game you want to see next, do a vote. If you tie the votes, I'll play What War Dogs. I won't start a new game. We'll just play What War Dogs or Cult of Lamb or something. There you go. So that way, if you don't like any of the options, try your best to tie the votes. Alright, I need to move this over to here. There we go, okay. And then we need my mouse in a place where I can use it. Around the back. Yeah, it should be fine. What? There you go. And then up to there. And that can go in there. And then we need the mic to follow me over here. The troll of Moria made you cry? Oh, Sonny, no. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh dear, right. Let me then start shifting this over to here. And there we go, out of a category. No category first. Just while we're working this out. And move that to there. I think you should be able to hear me okay. I can hear Doom music very loudly. What are we looking at? Bioshock's got 4 votes. Oh dear. Heck yeah. I have an idea of maybe what we might be playing next. Maybe preemptively put myself in a category. Go. And get that there. Oh dear. Gavin, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. We got 1 vote for Plague Tale and 1 vote for Omori now. It's still way in the lead though at the moment at least. Let me just make sure everything moves across with me. I also would like this. I think that's good. Heck yeah, we just grew. I can turn the Doom music up while I'm changing stuff. How's that? Heck yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, have a good vote, everyone. 2 seconds, I'm just gonna get some other stuff. do you one better. There you go. How's that? Is this better? Oh dear. Right. Oh dear. Yes, much better. We got it, guys. Don't worry. It's the real horror is here. Have a nice evening. Oh, take care, Sonny. Yeah, I completely appreciate if you don't want to watch a horror game. That's absolutely fair. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day. I hope that it goes well. No. Fine. Don't have a good evening. I hope the rest of your day goes trash. Oh dear. Right. I think I'm in a good place. Oh, hello. There we go. We're back. Okay. Oh yeah, because it says it right underneath. I get you. I'm not leaving. It looks like we might be playing Bioshock. Welcome to my Tower of Stuff. Where is it? There. Tower of Stuff. Oh, thank you for the egg. Oh, so evil! Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. We actually have a poll going, but it's about to finish, and I think Bioshock's gonna take it. So I think we're gonna be playing some Bioshock. Yeah, there we go. All right. I'm going to keep us on this screen because I downloaded it a while ago and it maybe has an update. I don't know. The other thing is, it's gonna be loud, probably. It always is when you load a new game. Yeah, make that change. Do that stuff. It's probably gonna be very loud. But that's okay. We'll live. Just prepare yourself is what I'm saying, I suppose. Prepare yourself for potentially very loud noises. Oh wait, what's this? There you go. Okay, my eardrums. Yeah, opening eardrums. I will turn off the Doom soundtrack. Or maybe I won't. Okay, no, I'm not turning off the Doom soundtrack, apparently. This is where we're staying. Can I... select an item to read. No, I agree to all. Oh wait, it's because I got this in, isn't it? Wait a minute. Is it because of this? Yeah, it is. There we go. Keep these changes. Yes, keep those changes. Okay, and now. Okay. Stop the Doom soundtrack. As much as I've enjoyed it, it is time for the Doom soundtrack to nope. And then move some of this around. Because, there we go. Definitely doing well. Easy's already left him a birthday cake. Heck yeah, that does sound pretty good. Okay. And then let me just scooch you up over there. I'm not still playing Doom, am I? I think this is the sound. Yeah, this is the soundtrack from Bioshock now. And then I accidentally made it short. How do I unshorten it? I don't want it to be short. Oh, there you go. Okay. And then put that there. And then let's see if we can get it to appear, right? Stop that. Sorry, Bioshock's being a bit funky. Okay, we'll just go with that then, you know what? Let's see if it works. It's not quite as I wanted it, but it's close. So if we go to video game screen, will it pick it up? Can you guys see the game? Can you see this? Video game is invisible, is it? I can't see, unfortunately, so I kind of have to go with you. If you're saying it's invisible, then it's invisible. I see a black screen, yeah, okay. How can I, first of all, get rid of that? Oh. Oh, okay, that's fine, that's fine. How can I, if I go to, where's game? Where is game? Game. If I go to, that's the bioshock. There we go. Let's see if, oh, lovely. My niece made a birthday cake for my birthday, a strawberry cake with strawberry frosting. It was delicious. Wait. It's working now. Oh, is it working now? Heck yeah. So you can see this. All right, in that case, next is, how are the audio levels? Do we like them? Do we like them? How are we feeling about that? I might actually just really quickly, sorry, I'm being a pain again, but I might move this over here. Oh, for God's sake, stop that. I'm going to move you guys over there. Oh, heck! Wait, what was that? Oh, Maestro, thank you so much for the follow. That's very kind of you. I'm just scooting chat over there, and then I'm going to make you guys massive. You ready for this? You've never been so big. I hope you're ready to be absolutely massive. There, oh my God, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Also, Jason, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. I'm actually just making you huge right now. I'm making it really, really big. I could also, I suppose, do it like that. If I... what if I had you come out of there as a floaty, Yeah, look at you. Look at you, you're huge. You're absolutely massive. I am already huge. No, today you are huge. Also, Handy, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. So I have chat over there now. I'm gonna twist you around a little bit so you're a little easier to read. But you're now over on the other desk, which is just a bit easier for me so that I can have Bioshock on the screen in front of me. So long as I got a job. Oh, congratulations on the heckin' job. That's very cool. There we go. We got this now. Ah, dear Lord, heckin' chonkin. Yes. I am a big deal. You are a big deal. Look how big you are. You're like a massive widescreen big. All right. How is volume for you guys? You enjoying this? Do you like this? Does it need to be louder? I can make it louder. If I go into options. Also, you're gonna see that I have it windowed. Maybe don't worry about that. If I just in case there's flashing images, I always window sparkly games, horror games. Sounds fine to fine. You don't want it. You don't want it. Oh. 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 Alright. Oh, it's already the loudest it can be on here. Okay. Bye. Oh, it sounds good so far, but it could get loud. You think this could be too loud? I could, if I wanted to. I'm assuming, be like, master volume great, sound effects, nothing. Because they're the things that are gonna make me jump. Okay, we'll keep this for now then. And then if it ends up being bad later, we'll change it. Thanks, sorry. Because I just, you getting the audio sort of the first time makes such a big difference. All right, let's get loud. Let's get loud. Bam, bam. New game. Medium, you've played other shooters. You're new to shooters. You've played a lot of shooters. Every bullet counts. Okay. Okay. 2 seconds actually. Real quick while I'm here. Just move. I might actually, really quickly. Oh no! I clicked A. What did I click A on? Did anybody see what I clicked A on? Wait, I'm gonna just. No. No. I'm not doing it. No. No game. No game. No. No. I don't know what I clicked. No, I'm not happy with the graphics. I just wanted to fix that before I started. Sorry about that, guys. I just, it's just not quite right. I just don't quite like it, it's not quite there for me. Something's not right. I'm going to start it again so that it looks better to me. Yep. 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 And then take this and go, how did I do it before? Before I like moved the window and I can't seem to do it now. I'm not sure why. Why can't I move the window? Does anybody know really quickly how to move a window, like a game window? Because this, I cannot seem to drag it to the other screen and it's a problem. I need this on the other screen because otherwise I'm going to be playing like this the whole day. And that's not going to be good for my neck. Yeah, every time I click back into it, that's no good. Alt-tab, that's what I've been doing. It will go to your main monitor. Alt-4, yeah, that's Alt-F4. I've been trying to Alt-tab, but it's not been working. Also, Kai, welcome on in. It will go to your main monitor, Windows and directional keys. Windows key, I mean. I don't have a Windows key. I have also Throat, welcome on in. I don't have a Windows key, so I can't do that. The only thing I can think to do, if I go to, sorry about this, Shift Enter? I could try it. Nah, not Shift Enter. That's okay. No, it's not doing it. Yeah, the only way I can get out of it at the moment is Control Escape, which is obviously not ideal. Okay, if I go down to options, there's no way of me attaching it to the other screen, is there? It has to be windowed for me to move it, is the thing. Let me see. What if I display settings. I switch them. That's 2, that's 1. Yeah, I knew that. I don't think that helps me. I want this to... God damn it. Make the game window to graphics edits, drag it across. That's what I've done, Helix. It is, so what you're seeing right now is windowed gameplay. I've done that, and it won't actually let me drag it across. And like that's the problem I'm having, is like, I as soon as I click the bar at the top, it takes me into the game. It won't let me actually drag it anywhere. Yeah. Oh God. If I change out of window mode, it just makes it really big on the screen over there, which is, again, not really very comfortable to play. Shift click, I could try that. I have not tried shift click. I have actually already rebooted the game as well. No, shift click's not doing it. I'll try control click just in case. No. Oh, no. I don't know what I clicked there. But no, that's not doing it either. Yeah, I've rebooted. I've tried all of that. Alt-Enter didn't work either, but thank you. If you had the Windows key, downside to customized keyboard. It's not even because it's a customized keyboard, it's because it's an American cheap keyboard. Oh dear. F11. I think it's just going to take a screenshot, isn't it? I could be wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No. No, that's not doing it. Sorry. I appreciate all the help. I'm sorry none of them are working. No. Gah. Yo, Bioshock, Shifty, we actually might have to we might not be able to play it. We're having a lot of issues where I can't drag the bioshock window off of my main monitor being the one over there, and I'm not playing it like this the whole time. So if I can't get it off that screen, I can't play it. It's a bit of a pain. Fine, welcome on in. What are you trying to do? Right, I have it windowed, bioshock. It's windowed and it's on the screen over there. I need it on the screen here. And I can't... Ah, dear. Wait a minute, from the net, how do I fix Bioshock Remastered windowed mode? The issue isn't that it's in windowed mode. The issue is that it's on the wrong screen. So I could fix windowed mode quite easily. The issue is that it's popping up on the wrong screen for me, and I can't, for some reason, the window is part of the game, so I can't drag the window across to the other screen without it going, like, my mouse getting stuck into the game. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Yeah. So I can't drag the window from over there to over here. Hypothetically, you could change the display settings and set whatever monitor you want to the primary settings. So I did actually try that as well, and I can't. Unfortunately, without changing the plug sockets that they're in, I can't change it from primary and secondary because they both have second plugs, different connection settings, if that makes sense. So like the ports are different, and so the second port will always be the second monitor. And since the second port is this one, I can't make it the first monitor. Yeah, it won't make it primary because of my computer. Yeah. I'm on that right now, and it's not letting me do it, yeah. Okay, I don't have the Windows key. I don't have the Windows key, I'm sorry, so I can't do anything with Windows key. Could you try that command thing? Which one's the command thing? So, yeah. You know what? I really appreciate everyone's help, but I think I might just end the stream here and try and work it out off stream. There's nothing between the alt and the control. I'm so sorry, Vile. I wish there was. There is not. Do I have a command key? Not that I'm aware of. So yeah, I'm gonna end stream. I'll find a way that we can play Bioshock. It's just, I think we've already done like half an hour of tech support, and I don't really want to do like hours and hours of tech support while I'm live. So it's okay, we will play Bioshock. That'll be the next game that we play, but I'll have to work out how to get them on the correct screens. I might just have to swap my monitors around, to be honest, because I've had this issue time and time again where my monitors being in this orientation has made it a lot worse. But yeah, that's all right. You should try the stream launch setting off stream though. It won't work because of my computer. It's difficult to explain unless I actually show you pictures of my computer as to why that won't work. But it's all right. What we'll do is we'll raise you all into somebody else. In fact, let's have a little look. Who is live right now, and are they still live? Oh wait, Sunkoi is live. We could raid into Sunkoi. We never get to raid into Sunkoi. Sunkoi is another streamer, and they're doing some free motion embroidery right now, so heck yeah. I'll send you all into them if that's all right. I like 90% sure it will work. Well, you'd be surprised, fine, because it didn't. And we've already tried it. I really appreciate the help, but yeah, no. I have been trying everything that people have been putting in chat. There you go. You can switch on the window settings rather than physically moving the monitors. That's what I was trying, Thrope, but the reason I'm so sorry. I don't want to keep putting everyone down. It won't work because of my computer settings. So because my computer always registers them in the order that they're put into it, if that makes sense, and you can't switch that with mine. So basically, if I put one into monitor slot 1 and one into monitor slot 2 without switching the cables, that doesn't change. And because they have different ports, I can't switch the cables. I hope that makes sense. Ah, dear. Yeah, I appreciate all the help. My PC's a jerk. Yeah, basically, long story short, PC is jerk. There we go. If you need a raid call, by the way, there you are. There you heckin' go. Oh dear, probably do the physical cable switch then. It won't be this cable switch, it'll be actually the monitor switch, because like I said, I have 2 separate ports for both things. So one has to go into one port, one has to go into the other port, and I literally just have to physically swap them around. which is a bit of a pain to do mid-stream, so I'm not going to be doing that. But yeah, if you need a raid call, there are raid calls. If you've not met Sunclo before, they actually competed with me in TwitchCon's cosplay competition back in Amsterdam last month, or the month before last now, actually. They're making a costume ready for next year, although I think right now they're actually doing a slightly different costume. But if you have an interest in cosplay in general, definitely stick around because they're incredibly talented. Otherwise, I thank you all for the help. I'm sorry that none of it worked. We'll get it sorted for next week, that the monitors are just the other way around. And we should be back on Monday making the first test for the costume. Yes, yes. So I shall see you all soon. Take care. I'm going to send you all over to Sunkoi. To you too, stream elements. There we go.